And good evening to all the folks watching. You're looking live here from Brooksfield in Rosholt, Wisconsin on this 56-degree day with the sunny skies. They were overcast earlier, but now we have a beautiful day for some Central Wisconsin South Conference baseball here on Zaleski Sports. It's the Pacelli Cardinals headed into town up against the Rosholt Hornets. Good evening, everybody. Brendan Retzloff here with you guys to introduce you here to the Auto Select pregame show. Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select, and you're good to go.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Meda Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at MedaCustom.com.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
And welcome back, everybody, to our Auto Select pregame show presented by Auto Select. The Pacelli Cardinals will be the team to lead things off here as the away team under Coach Wayne Sankey, a 6-2 record on the year and 1-1 here in conference play in the Central Wisconsin South. Melise Badoon to lead things off for the Cardinals as the shortstop. Then batting second for the Cardinals will be the center fielder, Jaden Garski, followed by the pitcher for today's matchup, Lucas Hammerly. Then batting fourth is the second baseman, Tomas Umera, followed by the third baseman, Sully Schober, followed by Eric Reinke playing catcher today. Then it's in the 7th spot, Kelton Opera at first base, Bryce Flaker in the 8th spot at left field, and in the 9 spots, Braden Flaker in right field. Thomas Lemanchek pitching today for Rosholt. And he's got a good lineup set up around him as well. Coach Paul Hammerschmidt and his crew of the Hornets are 6-2 on the year as well. 4-1 in the Central Wisconsin South Conference, and they are coming off of a 7-0 victory on Thursday over Allman Bancroft. Beautiful day for some baseball and just a walk in the park. Anything you could think of outdoors. It almost seems like one of our first nice weather type of days here in the state of Wisconsin. First pitch underway. It's in there for a strike for Lemanchek. Fastball from Lemanchek. He really likes to stick with the fastball. He's got a very tall frame, so it's easier for him to get the ball out there, and try to settle things in, and command is going to be the #1 priority here in this game for him. Badoon fouled one back. So it's a 1-2 count here on Melise. The offer, LeMan checks, pitch gets hit right down the first base line, and it's taken care of over at first base by WIAA. Taking a look at the rest of the defense for Rosholt. LeManchek pitching to Nolan Betker. Then it's WIAA over at first. At second base, looks like Menostrowski. Then playing over at third base. Looked like we had an error here writing down the lineup. But Marcus Cole playing at shortstop, then from left to right field, it will be Evan Hintz, Tyler Cluck, and Bryce Bembenek. High fastball here to Garski. Another fastball, 4-pitch walk here to Jaden Garski. So with one down runner at first base here for the Cardinals. Should be a really great conference matchup that we have here today in Rosholt. Before we got things started, about an hour before the first pitch, it almost looked like it was going to rain here, and now there's not a single cloud in the sky on this beautiful Tuesday. Checking back at first, LeManchek. Missed it low. This is where the command plays a big role here. For Lemansky on the mound. Throw back to first. And Garski's back in time. Another fastball missing upstairs from Lemanchek. This is the pitcher against pitcher matchup today. Lucas Hammerly in the box. The lefty holds off again, and it's a 3-1 count. Here's the 3-1. And they walked him. Back-to-back at-bats with walks here. And the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position only with one out. Two really good coaches and solid programs, especially Pacelli last year. Ended up making it to the state semifinal. Lost to Elvis Strum. 18-12 record overall in 24. Rosholt was a different story. That lost in the regional. Tomas Uvera just ended up Umera laid off on the high fastball. 1-1 count here. Pacelli base runners holding up at a late swing and a miss. Tomas has an RBI situation here. Down in the count, 1-2. Here he comes. Went off speed there. And Lemanchek just barely missing the strike zone right now. Those are good misses, too. Here's the 2-2. Tomas hits a fly ball into center. And tracking on it and making the play is Cluck. And the runners hold. 2 down here in this first inning. Tomas was able to get a good piece of it. This wind blown in from the outfield. It's going to be tough to really find anything out of the park here, but it is much warmer than it was yesterday. And Pacelli played a game against Adams Friendship in a 3-0 victory. Here's Solly. Schober takes a strike. And Sully now has a 1-1 count here. Lomanchek checking. Exiting with it, and a swing and a miss. Both of these teams 6-2 overall on the season, as you can see on the graphic of your screen. Ball inside. Good discipline here from Sully. And Lomanchek's going to pause here and figure out signs with Nolan. Tom's offer gets popped up. Drifting away. And it's a foul ball. Can't really see anything happening over there, so just relying on how the players react here on the field. Ended up working out in our favor. Lomanchek, fastball just upstairs. Sully thought about going after it, but he held back. And now it's a full count here, and the runners are going to take off here. Eric Reinke on deck if Sully reaches base. This change up just missed inside, and the bases are loaded here in the first. 3 walks issued by Lomanchek already here in this first inning. Command is going to be a huge battle. Now Reinke has a chance to unload to begin this game. Reinke sends one to the backstop. Reinke able to get a good chunk of it there. Just underneath it. 1-1 the count. High pitch. Goes right off the end of the glove of Betker, but the runners do hold. No hesitation at all. It's a 2-1 count here. Lomanchek trying to find it. And he's just missing up high. Everything he's missed has been high. Just has to take a little bit off the pitches. It's a 3-1 count. There's a strike. That is a big pitch from Lomanchek, and now it's a full count with 2 outs. They score or they don't. Here's the offer, and Pacelli is on the board. It's just been that type of start already. Not sure why our scoreboard said 6-0. The current score is 1-0. Here, bases do remain loaded. That is 4 walks here in this first inning. And Eric Reinke has a run batted in to begin his day. A quick mound visit by Coach Hammer Schmidt. And today's game's presented by Home Furniture. Fill your home with the best from Home Furniture: sofas, sectionals, beds, recliners, lighting, tables, rugs, and so much more. Home Furniture with locations on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. And now it's Kelton Hopper, who has the bases loaded to continue this inning for Pacelli. Already the 7th hitter in the lineup. And this one just catches the inside corner for Lemanchek. Not putting much on the fastball. And that's what he's got to do to find the strike zone after being an issue in a couple of walks. A slow roller up the middle for a base hit. This scores 1. The throw home is not in time, and it gets away. And Pacelli puts 2 more up on the board with a Kelton Hopper RBI single. And it's now 3-0. The Pacelli bats are holding strong here in this first inning. That's the first hit of the game. Now it's the 8th hitter, Bryce Flaker. Pacelli is trying to open a gap. Runners go. Throw to third is on the money, and it's in time. He's out. Betker with the cannon to gun him down. And that is how the inning comes to an end for Rosholt. But 4 walks issued by Lemanchek, and Kelton Hopper deals in with a little dribbler in his center field to make it 3-0. You're watching boys baseball in the Central Wisconsin South Conference, presented by Hoffa Real Estate. We'll be back on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe. And now open on Saturday nights. Try the new Rock and Roll Cafe Bar and Grill on Church Street.
Bottom of the first here on Zaleski Sports. Pacelli already on top, 3-0 here in Rosholt on this gorgeous day. Today's game presented by Oso's Brewing. Oso Brewing Company in Plover offers a large, spacious place for your next gathering or just watch the games on a massive projector screen. Enjoy a great variety of pizzas and other hot foods along with a cold soda. It's all at Oso Brewing in Plover. And by Infinity Exteriors. Infinity Exteriors, installing peace of mind, roofing, siding, and windows built to last. Saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. We guarantee quality that you can trust. Matt Ostrowski to lead things off for the Hornets. And taking a look at Rosholt's starting lineup here, presented by Culligan. It's Matt Ostrowski batting first, Tom Lemanchek in the second spot, Tyler Cluck batting third, Joel Waller in the 4, Evan Hintz batting 5th, Aiden Wiesa 6th, 7th is Nolan Betker, batting 8th is Bryce Benbenick, and in the 9th spot is Marcus Cole. Lucas Hammerly on the mound today for the Cardinals. Fastball upstairs. First 2 pitches for Hammerly. Both misses. Here's the 2-0. And a swing and a miss. Once again, the main theme here for the pitchers today is finding their command. And as we saw, Lemanchak gave up 4 walks in that top of the first. The key for Pacelli, if they want to win this thing, is for Hammerly to be on the money. It's a full count here to begin the day. Ostrowski lays off, ball 4. So we've already seen 5 walks here in a half an inning of play. Now it's the lefty. Lemanchak takes a strike. Only issue when you have a taller frame is you have a way larger strike zone in front of you, so it makes it a little bit easier for the pitcher to find. Throw back to first. It was really close. And Ostrowski got back in time. It was 57 degrees here for first pitch temperature. Pop up here. And it's fading away and out of play. Right by the gallery of one kid. Such great views out here at Brooks Field here in Rosholt, right next to the Portage County Fairgrounds. Oh, and 2 to Lemanchak. And trying to frame the pitch in there was Reinke. Looked good, but just upstairs. One and 2 now to Tom. And it's a called strike 3. And it's a strikeout for Hammerly. Just not putting too much under it on the fastball. He was working it well there. Once again, with a taller frame, it's easier to find it, and Hammerly did a nice job there. With one down here in the bottom frame. That strikeout there presented by Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. Nice pitch there from Hammerly. It got him guessing. Tyler Cluck looked like he was sitting on that off-speed pitch. And now he's down in the count. And the runner goes. Throw to second on the second base side. Or towards first base, and he's in there safely. And Ostrowski steals a bag. Now Rosholt with a runner in scoring position. The deal. Off speed over to third. Throw to first is in time. They throw it back over to third as the runner goes there. And he's in there safely. Sully cleaning it nicely there. 2 down. Now the runner's 90 feet from scoring for Joe Walder. Walder takes a strike. And Hammerly is starting to really find the zone. Second pitch, a really good take there. See some people walking their dogs around here at the park. Such a nice day for it. Makes that day yesterday, and this day seemed like almost hit him there on the pitch, but it almost makes this day seem like it's a summer day. Although people are still wearing their light coats. Here's the 3-1. Digs away, and the play is not in time. And Rosholt makes the board. So a runner on first base after the wild pitch, and a run scores from the wild pitch. Three-1 ball game for Evan Hintz. He follows this one right off the inside of the bat. Into the woods. Hammerly not even focused on the runner at first. Swing and a miss. Now Hintz down in the count 0-2. From the stretch. Fastball, strike 3. And 2 strikeouts to begin the day here for Lucas Hammerly. Both strikeouts looking, and that strikeout presented by Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. We head to the second inning. It's a 3-1 game after a couple of walks and a wild pitch for Pacelli. Rosholt gets one on the board. We'll be back for more Central Wisconsin South baseball presented by Hoff Favor Real Estate on Zaleski Sports.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Second inning about to get underway here on Zaleski Sports. Lemanchuk trying to rebound from that 4-walk inning. Bryce Flaker still at the plate. He was up in the first inning, but the inning for Pacelli on offense ended with a runner getting thrown out at third base. 0-2 here to Bryce. And he hits a liner right into left, or right into right field for a base hit. And now you'd almost think if you're Pacelli, if you didn't take off with the runners and you had that same outcome, He possibly could have scored the one. Squaring a bunt is Braden Flaker as he sends it back. Flaker at first base. He does have a decent amount of speed playing into the left fielder today. This pitch gets away, and Flaker just pulled off the matrix there, and we got a runner going to second base on the wild pitch. Went right between his legs. Tough to keep up with, and another foul on the bunt. Now you would think he would be swinging here. Too risky to bunt. Runner takes off. And a called strike 3. And the runner does take third in Bryce Flaker. So already, Pacelli's got a runner 90 feet away from canceling out Rosholt to run in the first. Back to the top with Melise Badoon. Badoon hits a fly ball. We'll see if this is strong enough to get there. Runner takes off, and the relay won't even be made. And Flaker scores to cancel out that last run, and it's 4-1. And it was Joe Walder there in right field to make the catch. And it looked like from the position he was in, it was shallow enough to get the throw in, but he decided to relay it over to first or second base, and it was mishandled. So Badoon's got to run batted in here in the second. For Jaden Garski. Took a walk in the first. Takes a strike. Now he's down in the count 1-2. Lemanchek pitching a much cleaner inning here, although he gave up the one run. Pacelli 2 hits today. Two and two from the stretch. Line drive, gets through. And it's a base hit for Garski. Now Pacelli's up to 3 hits today. And now it's the hammer. Not sure if he's using the hammerhead bat. I know they make golf clubs that are called hammerheads. Don't know about baseball bats. The torpedo bat, though, has been a well-discussed form of bat in Major League Baseball this year, especially at the very beginning of the year when the Yankees put an abomination on the Brewers. Oh, and 2 here. Throw back to first. Garski's back in time. And the Pacelli dugout helping out the officials here today. Here's the pitch. And Hammerly barely bloops one over the head of the shortstop Marcus Cole. And Pacelli now has 4 hits and runners at first and second now. I'm surprised Garski didn't take off a lot there after the contact. I could have missed that, though. Pitch down and away to Tomas Umera. Umera back in the first, flew out to center. Had some pretty good power on the swing, too. This pitch gets away. Actually, it hit him. From this angle, it's tough to tell. And the bases are loaded again. Back-to-back innings to begin the day with the bases loaded. And Sully Schober, he's got a good opportunity ahead of him here. He walked back in the first. Nice pitch from Lemanchak in the zone. Just about hit the 5 o'clock hour. First pitch was at 4:30. So it's been a slow pace type of game with all the base runners we've seen. Sully down 0-2. Lemanchak trying to get out of this. Off speed and just caught a piece of it to hang in there. Umera, Hammerly, and Garski, the runners at first, second, and third. Rosholt trying to keep the damage low. Down and in, almost hit one of his knees there on the pitch. Pacelli looking to drive something into a gap. Here's the 1-2. Foul away. Into the thick of it again. That wind now more so blowing from right field to left field. Here it is, 1-2. Got a piece of it again. And you got to worry now, if you're Rosholt, about Lemanchak and the amount of pitches he's gone through here. Trying to get through the second. Here it is, 1-2, just above the letters. And Sully held back. What a battle here. Lemanchak and Schober up and in and almost got him again. And it's a full count here to Sully. 9th pitch of this at-bat coming up. The 3-2. It's upstairs, and Sully's clapping. And Pacelli is now up 5-1. And the bases remain loaded. For Eric Reinke. And Eric took a walk and drove in a run with that walk in the first. So Garski scores. Coach Hammerschmidt goes and takes a slow walk to the mound to meet with his pitcher. Rosholt going through things here in the second. Pacelli has a chance to blow this thing wide open. Today's game presented by Culligan. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Also by the Tomorrow River School District. Great things are happening at the Tomorrow River School District. Join the Falcon family. Are you ready to fly with us? That's the Tomorrow River School District. Reinke watches a fastball almost go over the head of Betker behind the plate. Lemanchek just trying to find that command. That's 2 pitches that have not even been close to the zone. He's got to find it here before it's too late. Reinke pops it up. Foul territory, and it goes off the netting. Don't want to give this guy a cookie. That was near one. Here's a 2-1 line drive off the glove at third, and this will score a run. That was a bullet off the bat of Reinke. And Pacelli is now up 6-1. And now the scoreboard error we had earlier when it said 6-0 is almost true. Infield base hit for Eric. And a run batted in. And Pacelli just keeps going around the batting order here. And now it's Kelton Opper who delivered the first hit of the game and drove in 2 runs with an RBI single in the first. First pitch is strike. Lemanchek backs off. Him and Betker trying to figure things out. Here's the pitch downstairs. His infield trying to give him a lot of encouragement here to get out of this. It's been back-to-back 3-run innings so far. Ball outside. And Opper's got a 2-1. Opper sends one way out of play. Almost into the forest and towards the fairgrounds over there. And now it's a 2-2. Here it comes. Way upstairs again. And it's a full count now, and Pacelli will get a head start here. 3-2, swing and a miss. And Lemanchek got a much-needed strikeout here in the second. But Pacelli able to score a couple of a few runs with 2 outs here in the second inning, and now make it a 6-1 game. As we head to the bottom of the second, you're watching Boys High School Baseball presented by Hot Favor Realty on Zaleski Sports.
At Oso Brewing, we're committed to our community and charity events. We give back locally. We're spot on with tasty food right inside our brewery. Oso pizzas and sandwiches are the best kept secrets in the area. Come and enjoy our new patio atmosphere with friends and family.
It will be something you want to tell your friends about.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
And it's the bottom of the second here from Brooksfield on Zaleski Sports. Today's game presented by Sandine Carpet One. Sandine Carpet One on Post Road in Plover is here to floor you with the best of all your carpeting and flooring needs. Whether for your home or business, you'll find help with choosing the right look and material to bring your flooring to the next level at Sandine Carpet One. Plenty of games here on Zaleski Sports here on this Tuesday, including the Central Wisconsin South Conference matchup between 2 of the 3 top teams in the conference, and a line drive will fall into center field, and Aiden WIAA is aboard here in the second. Solid swing there from WIAA just to put one out there and fall into center field for a base hit. Now it's Nolan Becker. But some of the games that we have going on today, Pacelli softball, what a start for them. 8-0 on the year. Set up as possibly the #1 team in Division IV play up against WIAA Fremont. Then it's Edgar against Assumption. That's a doubleheader that's going on over there. Columbus Catholic up against Owen Withee and Thorpe in baseball, and in softball there's a doubleheader. Once again, Columbus Catholic and Owen Withee. And how about this one? Marshfield going up against DC Everest. Today, New Richmond against Eau Claire North, Marathon and Stratford. These are all baseball games, too. Rhinelander, Mosinee, Pacelli, and Rosholt, this one here, and Spashin Rapids. All today, exclusively with us at Zaleski Sports. Hammerly's pitch up high. Three and one count now to Nolan Becker. Bryce Bembenek on deck. 3-1s popped up right in between center and left. But there to make the play in left field is Bryce Flaker for the first out. So WIAA stays put at first base for Bembenek. Really brings in that front foot. And I don't think we actually presented what Pacelli's fielding looks like. So Hammerly pitching to Reinke, playing catcher. Kelton Opera at first base. At second, Thomas Umera. Then at third base, it is Sully Schober. And at shortstop, Melise Badoon. And from left to right, Bryce Flaker, Jaden Garski, and Braden Flaker. You're in a 6-1 ball game. Still plenty of game left. If you think that scoreboard says a lot, try to curve one in. There was Hammerly. Oh, he's looking back at the dugout in disbelief to that pitch. That was like a slurve on it. 1-2. And the ball ended up getting through the glove of Reinke, but he kept it in front of him. 2-2 now. Here he comes from the hammer. And it's popped up. Opper calls it off the ball. Gets out of his glove, but they still make the play at second base. At that point, it's very close to an infield fly rule. No fly rule. It's just a drop. Unfortunately, that doesn't really go as an error since it was a fielder's choice. And now it's Marcus Cole in the 9 spot in the order to wrap up Rosholt's batting lineup. Another good pitch from Opper, that inside corner, especially pitching against righties, has been a tough one to find. Here's the 1-1. High heat. 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. Sent away. You can tell Hammerly is starting to really find his command here in groove. Check swing. They might have had him guessing there. Throw to first, and they call it a strikeout. Cole ended up going on the swing, and they made him look like he was swinging at a garden hose. And that is another strikeout for Hammerly, presented by Serve Pro and Jamie Wenzel. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. We're through 2. Pacelli goes scoreless on defense against Rosholt here. 6-1. You're watching Boys High School Baseball, presented by Hoff Favor Realty on Zaleski Sports.
It's hard to choose a new school. It's about academics, but also so much more. What does it mean to be a Falcon? Let me show you around. It means contributing to our communities and considering our role in making the world a better place. Asking good questions so we can understand the complexities of the world around us. Creating positive relationships across our differences so that we can hear others and be heard. Solving problems as a team with both creativity and resilience. Figuring out who we are and identifying the small decisions we make every day to become who we want to be. So what do you think? Are you ready to fly?
Watch the game change, yeah.
Back here at Brooks Field for the Central Wisconsin South Conference matchup. Pacelli and Rosholt. And on Zaleski Sports, Brendan Retzloff here with you guys doing production and play-by-play. Today's game is presented by Nicolay Bank, who offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Kobe, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. And by Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Bryce Flaker to lead things off for the second consecutive inning here in the third, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Hornets, and it's Tyler Cluck, who's going in from center field. Ground ball. Sankey almost made the play, and now the dugout making fun of the coach. He's played a fair share of baseball in his day, too. That's a routine for Coach. Call it an E5. And this curveball goes way outside to the backstop. Coach Hammerschmidt telling Cluck to focus a little more here. 2-1. Fouled off of his foot. Sent it all the way back to the mound. That's a way to reset. Now you got to fight through that little pain and continue with the at-bat. He's got it covered, though. Another foul off. Bryce he did look like he was a little uncomfortable, but he's starting to get it back. He's got a base hit. Pacelli dugout having a good time here today. Nice layoff there from Flaker. Looked like it was Tomas that gave me a wave, and ball 4. Indeed it was. And a walk to begin the inning. Throw back to first. Lemanchek is over at first base now. After that change. Runner goes. A hit and run. And there's a double play opportunity here. The out at center. Throw back to first. Just a little late as Flaker was able to scramble back. 1 down. And it's back to the top of the order. 3rd time going around here for Pacelli. And they're not even going to give a throw over. And Flaker swipes second. If you're Rosholt, you cannot give up any more base runners here and give him more opportunities. Runner goes again. Throw to third way outside. And Flaker, he just swiped third with no hesitation. He was kind of still going in the motion after he stole second. He didn't really stop. And a call strike on Badoon. 1-2 to the leadoff hitter. Number 1 hitter in the order, wearing number 1. Ground ball. Little dribble to short. In and out of the glove. And that's an error. And Pacelli scores another run. 7-1. So the error here is going to be on Marcus Cole there. And the throw gets away on the look back. And Badoon, he's going to go 3. The ball hasn't even gone in yet. And Badoon heads all the way to third. Badoon causing doomsday here for the Hornets. Rosholt is in a world of trouble right now. Garski 1 for 1 today. Base hit in the second. Liner gets right by third. It's going to be an RBI single for Jaden Garski. And now you'd have to wonder if Garski's going to try to steal second after all the mistakes that Cluck's been making on the mound here. Tough break here for Rosholt. Pacelli is coming off of 5 straight victories. So they do have a pretty hot hand right now. Not just with their pitching, but with the bats. And now it's Hammerly. Hammerly takes a ball upstairs. The runner goes to second. No one's even there to help out. And Garski's going to go to third. And he gets down, and he's in there. Oh, no. Rosholt is just looking all out of sorts right now. Pacelli is really turning on the Jets. Maybe they're wearing those PF Flyers. Quick meeting between the infield. And Hammerly's got a runner in scoring position. Another ball. Hammerly's now got a 3-0 count here on Cluck. And Cluck, he just needs to find the strike zone, and he just can't. Runners now at the corners. Rosholt's in danger of giving up many more runs here in this third inning, and Pacelli has already gone through 21 batters in this game. Pop up, second base. The runner's got to get back. 1 out, double play. And Coach Stanky is not happy with that one. After a base running mistake, and Rosholt got a much needed double play on that fly out. So we're through the first 3 1/3. It's 8-1 here in Rosholt. You're watching boys baseball in the Central Wisconsin South Conference, presented by Hoff Favor Realty on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, I'm Shad from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
And welcome back, everybody, to our coverage of Central Wisconsin South Baseball, presented by Dahl Automotive. The Dahl family of vehicles has been earning 5-star reviews since 1911. Now we'd like to earn your 5-star review at their new Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealerships in Stevens Point. Learn more online at dahlauto.com. First pitch of the third for Hammerly is a ball outside. 39 pitches through the first 2 innings for Lucas. And it's back to the top of the order here in Matt Ostrowski. Speaking of the amount of pitches, so for Tom Lemanchek in the 2 innings pitch, 1 strikeout, 5 walks, 4 hits, 6 runs allowed, 72 pitches in the 2 innings of work. Most definitely a tough day for Rosholt on the mound. There's plenty of time to turn things around, but they just can't allow any more runs to the Cardinal Red, and a swing and a miss down on strikes. Goes Ostrowski, and that was a fiery fastball from the hammer. That strikeout presented by Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. And Lemanchek takes a strike up high. Just below the letters, it looked like. Oh, 1. 0-2. Lucas, 4 strikeouts thus far. 1 run allowed. Here comes the offer from number 3. And it's popped up. And Reinke calls it. And it's playable. And he's got it for the second out. Looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning here are the Cardinals. For Tyler Cluck. Grounded into a 5-3 putout in the first. 0-1 here. And another strike missiled in. And just like that, Rosholt down to their last strike here this third inning. Down 7, timeout behind the plate. Here comes the hammer. Ground ball off the glove of Sully at third. And Cluck is aboard with a base hit. That was a tough one to field there for the Cardinals defense. And now it's Joe Walder, who took a walk, just fouled this one off the plate. The sound the ball makes when it makes that jump off the plate. Just a big thud. Oh, 0-1 here. And this one hit hard. Past the fielder in right. It gets by. And Walder, he's got a double. The run's going to score. It's an RBI for Joe. Rosholt Joe delivers. A much-needed hit there from the right fielder. That ball is smoked over the head of Flaker. 6-run game. Evan Hint. And at the plate. Hammerly steps off. Pauses. Goes back to his command. 0-1 here on Hintz. Off speed. What a pitch. Hintz disagrees. Once again, it's an 0-2 count. Rosholt's been fighting, though. Here he comes. Pitch outside. That must have just been a setup. He's thinking it's cool if he goes. But if not, it's all right. 1-2. Slurve it in. Once again, just inside. And Hammerly has been so close with that pitch. And now it's 2-2. Fastball popped up. Playable just by the fence. Bryce Flaker makes the play for the out. But the Hornets were able to get one run on the board thanks to an RBI double from Joe Walder. Rosholt Joe delivers here in the third. As we head to the fourth, it's 8-2 in the Central Wisconsin South clash on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture. Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970, in 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love Home Furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Fourth inning about to get underway here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game presented by Cheese Pleasers. And Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheese sticks, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft, and by Whitetail Properties. Whitetail Properties Real Estate is your premier hunting land, farmland, and recreational land broker. If you are looking to buy or sell, Central Wisconsin agents are Brian and Evan Roush at whitetailproperties.com. Sully Schulber to lead things off for the Cardinals, and Tyler Cluck is in there for his second inning of work. Lays off the fastball here. 2-0 count. And that one's in there for a strike. Try to curve one in. Catches the dirt. Score update for the Pacelli fans watching. The softball team is up 12-0 over WIAA. Close play at first, and they just get him in the nick of time. Over at third was the play from Aiden Wiesa for the first out. Now it's Eric Reinke. Looks like the Pacelli softball team will advance to 9-0 here on the year. Clock's offer. Fastball is popped up out of play. So far, Reinke is 1 for 1 in the ball game. Has a pair of runs batted in today. Threw a walk and a base hit. Got to retrieve some baseballs. Rosholt dugout had plenty of them to offer for a home plate umpire. Here's the 1-1. And this one's popped up into right, shallow. And the play is made by Ben Bennick for out number 2. A much cleaner second inning of work we are seeing from Rosholt's defense. For Kelton Opera now. Kelton 2 RBIs today. Pop up. This could end the inning by the fence, and Wiesa didn't want to take a chance with danger. Kenny Loggins going in the danger zone. What a hit that was. There's the one offer. Nice pitch in there. Kind of took something off of it. And now Hopper's down 0-2. A lone strikeout victim today, and he's taken down again on strikes. A 1-2-3 inning for the Hornets in a much-needed position. As we head to the bottom of the third, coming up are the bats of WIAA, Becker, and Ben Bennick. You are watching Boys High School Baseball presented by Hoff Favor Realty on Zaleski Sports.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double-checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Welcome back, everybody. Brendan Retzloff here with you guys on Zaleski Sports. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's an 8-2 game. Both teams 6-2. One looking to jump up at least a game on the other. Today's game presented by Ski's Meat Market, which is your locally owned premier meat market filled with more than 30 flavors of brats along with chicken, steaks, beef, deli meats, local and seasonal favorites, and more. It's all at Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Aiden Wiesa to lead things off here for the Hornets. Had a base hit in the second, 1-for-1 today. After reading all those meats, what an adjustment to the pitch. Oh, the ball was almost dropped. It was juggled in and out of the glove of Umera, and he was able to hold on to it in a juggling act for the first out. He hit the ball so fast I had no time to move the camera. What an adjustment it was. First pitch here to Betker is lined out to Flaker in right, or in left. Mixing up my rights and lefts today. And already 2 down here in the fourth for Bryce Benbennick. Two sharp lineouts here from the Hornets. Benbennick, he will let this one go for a strike. But what I was going to say before was, after reading that meat ad, it's very close to the 6 o'clock hour, so all that food sounds good. And in the state of Wisconsin, get yourself one of those beer brats, super good stuff they have there at Ski's Meat. Here's the 0-2 to Benbennick. Hammerly goes off speed for a setup. Sun beginning to go down. And this one curving. Almost got a piece of the jersey. 2-2. Marcus Cole, the 9-hitter on deck. Here it is. This one right off the plate to Hammerly. And he'll underhand throw to first for out number 3. And that is another 1, 2, 3. How about that for the 4th inning? After all the chaos we've seen in the first 3 innings, both teams go scoreless. Here in the 4th, we head to the 5th. And it's an 8-2 game between Pacelli and Rosholt. We'll be back for more boys high school baseball presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Top of the 5th here on Selesky Sports. Today's game is brought to you by Blinds and Designs by Kelly, Premier Auto Body, Dahl Automotive, Stevens Point Brewery, Lee Irons Jewelers, Point Heating and Cooling, and Portesi Pizza. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible where we're able to present, I believe it's 9 games. Actually, maybe more than that. Let me check out how many games we have going on right now. We gave an update on the softball game for Pacelli. 11 games being broadcasted here today, including 2 doubleheaders. A call strike here from Cluck. Cluck really finding his command here after a rough first inning of work, but that second inning went 1, 2, 3 on the 5 through 7 hitters. And this is the 3rd time today Bryce Flaker is batting to lead off the inning. He got the 2nd and the 3rd to himself. He just wanted to have a break for the 4th. And now he's got the 5th. Full count here. Cluck's offer, fastball, just outside. And Bryce aboards first, and he's got a couple of stolen bases already, so we'll see if he wants to put on the afterburners again. They're already throwing back to first. Emphatic call from the Pacelli dugout. And he takes off. Throw to second. Just gets away. And Flaker has another stolen base. He's got 4 today. There to clean off the pad. Betker had a good look at it, just kind of weak-armed it a little bit. Those are always tough plays there. Scoring a bunt, setting back on it, called a strike. Braden trying to move Bryce. Throw back to second, he's safe. They're still holding the takedown. Bembenek was playing freeze tag with Bryce Flaker for about 5 seconds over there. Couldn't get it on camera, though. Let's pitch outside. With the sun going down too, anything that goes in the air, it's going to be a tough adjustment for the fielders, especially in right field. In center and left, they at least have some tree coverage from the hills of the fairgrounds. This one up and it almost hit him. They say it did. And Braden will take first after the hit by pitch. And now the Cardinals are back to the top of the order with Melise Badoon. Badoon hits a line drive, center field, right on it. Was Joe Walder. So Walder ended up making that move from right field to center field after Lemanchek got moved to first base. And Aiden Wiesa moved from first to third. Lots of moves were made on that pitching change. Runner goes. Throw to third. Good stop by Wiesa to save it from getting away. And Flaker has stolen base number 5 today. And Braden also took second. With only one down here. Pacelli's got 2 runners knocking on the doorstep to make it a little more than a comfortable lead. Garski having a pretty good day for himself. Got a good piece of that one. Just sent it foul. 2 base hits and a walk for Garski. Watches this one bounce in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate by Betker. 1-1 count. To the center fielder. Clucks offer. Up the middle. And it goes in and out of the glove again. Throw to first was high. And he is safe. And the ball went over the head of the first baseman out of play. So Garski is able to get second, which means both runs will score. That's a tough break there for Rosholt. It's a 10-2 ball game. And the skipper goes up to the mound to Tyler Cluck to discuss. Once again, I was trying to get the camera angle set up for that. It will be an E6. Run batted in, though. Couple of runs in. Things starting to get a little bit out of control here after a solid 4th inning from Tyler Cluck. Only has 1 down here and has allowed 2 runs here in the 5th. Today's game presented by Stevens Point Orthopedics, who is proud to welcome orthopedic spine surgeon Dr. Jason Potaki. And Dr. Potaki is ready to serve the Central Wisconsin community and is now seeing patients. More information regarding spine and back services are available at stevenspointortho.com. And just leaning out there on a fastball goes right over to Ben Bennick, who's playing second but ended up running in the shortstop position for the second out. So Hammerly is retired. Now it's Thomas Umera at the plate. Tomas today hit by a pitch and it's flown out a couple of times. It takes a strike upstairs. He also waved high to me up here in the booth. Just above Pacelli's dugout. Clock steps off. Wind kind of dying down a little bit here. Another strike in there. Teammates just call him Dolvamos. Here he comes. Off speed outside. And it's at 2s. Here comes the 2-2 from Cluck. Tomas. First base side foul. Wayne giving Tomas some encouragement here on the third base side. Here it is, off speed. Just able to grab a hold of it. That pitch had him flabbergasted. A perplexing pitch. Fastball up and away. And now Tomas dealing with a good battle here. Pop up. This is a mile high. Tough play for Cluck, and he's got it for out number 3. Nicely done there by Tyler to get out of the inning, only allowing the 2 runs here in the top of the 5th. As we head into the bottom, it's a 10-2 game after Pacelli puts 2 more runs on the board after the E6. We'll be right back for more boys baseball presented by Hoffaver Realty on Zaleski Sports.
Ski's Meat Market is your locally owned premier meat market filled with so many delicious favorites featuring hundreds of varieties of bratwurst, chicken, pork, steak, and so much more. No matter what you're looking for, everything you'll find at Ski's Meat Market is always fresh with so many local gems including pizzas, salsas, deli meats, and a variety of homemade dips, pasta salads, veggies, loaded baked potatoes, and drinks. Ski's is a one-stop shop for all your culinary needs. They're always adding new flavors and specialty products. Ski's Meat Market on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Their quality is worth the stop.
And the most important of those things is to have the ability to do things and treat patients in such a way that you're that you're able to do things in such a way that you're controlling the decisions that are made, and you have that ability to change things when you feel like they're not the best things for you or for your patients, and that's really important.
Bottom of the 5th coming up here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game is presented by Rock and Roll Cafe. Find a great variety of breakfast options at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Breakfast, lunch, Friday fish fry, and service with a smile. Open daily for breakfast and lunch only on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Also by Feltz Dairy. The culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Feltz Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. Feltz Dairy Store, food, family, fun. And Marcus Cole to lead things off here for Rosholt, who is down by 8 at the moment. Lucas Hammerly continuing for his 5th inning. Just about to hit the 6 o'clock hour here in the central zone. Hammerly delivers a strike. That time he was able to curve it in. Oh, 0-2 to Cole. Here comes the offer from the Hammer. Just high. Cardinals sitting with a comfortable 8-run lead. Fastball, foul back. right towards the batting cage in the back area. Good spectator show out here today. Numbers started low, but more and more have added in as we have gone through the game. Here at Brooks Field, which they have done an outstanding job at some of the changes they've made to this ballpark in the last year. Fastball just missed. Upstairs, Reinke was trying to frame it in there, and he's got a very clear-colored glove to tell where it is. That's another important thing. And Cole takes a walk after Hammerly had him down 0-2. So the plate discipline from Marcus Cole pays off. Runner aboard. Leadoff runner as well. Third time today, Rosholt had a leadoff base runner in an inning. Matt Ostrowski, his third time around here. Walked and scored and struck out today. That's in there for a strike. But back to the glove piece. Eric Reinke's glove. That baby blue color makes it very clear to tell where his glove is lined up. And that's a thing that we've been starting to see more out of catchers, not just in high school and in college, but even in the big leagues. They like to wear those different colored gloves. And the main point behind it is to help out with framing those pitches that maybe just miss the zone so they can get the glove just back over the plate or at some part of it. 1-2 count here on Ostrowski. Cole dancing at first. This pitch popped up. And he can't find it. Now he's got it. And Hammerly takes care of it for the out. For a second, it looked like Hammerly couldn't find it in the sky. And once again, that's where you see when the sun's going down that dawn or the dusk type of skies coming up here in the next hour just mess with you as a fielder. But those trees over in the park grounds providing lots of shade. Seen the shade move in all day, and this one is a little tapper. Over to Hammerly, throw to first is good. And Lemanchek is not retired. It was a foul ball. Must have hit foul territory first. We'll try it again. 1-1. Runner at first. Up and away. Wind now blowing in from center. The wind the last few days, though, has been wild. This pitch gets away. Cole's going to get a bag. And he is now in scoring position. Hammerly having a pretty solid day on the mound here today. Losing a little bit of control, though. Back-to-back walks. Or 2 walks, actually. Not consecutive. He's just issued 2 of them here in the inning. 4 walks today for Hammerly. And 4 strikeouts. This ball is sent out of play. Cluck with runners at first and second here with one down. In a 10-2 game. Hammerly's pitch. Cluck adjusts and sends one into center for a base hit. And the runner holds, and he slipped and fell. And Cole dives back to third. Bases loaded. First time Rosholt has the bases loaded here today. One swing of the bat, and all of a sudden you're looking at a 4-run game. Would cut that deficit in half for Joe Walder at the plate, who already has a double here today. Throw back to first, and it's in time. A base running mistake. A blunder by Cluck. And now there's 2 gone. And now the deficit can't get cut in half on one swing. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs. And if Hammerly walks while they're here, you'd see that as a huge error by Cluck, not getting back to first in time. Here's the 2-0 and a late swing and a miss. Not even worried about any of the runners. This one's popped up. Reinke's got to play on it. And he's got it for the out. And that concludes the 5th. Hammerly able to pitch out of the trouble in 87 pitches today for Hammerly, as he is through 5 innings of work. Pacelli holds on to an 8-run lead as we head to the 6th inning. We'll be back for more boys baseball coverage on Zaleski Sports.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Welcome back, everybody. It's a 10-2 lead for the Pacelli Cardinals here on Zaleski Sports. Today's game presented by Hoffavor Realty. Thanks for joining us. Today's game is also sponsored by Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. For all your tire and auto needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs is a sure thing to get back on the road. That's Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Also by Next Step Prosthetics, who's providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Cluck entering his 4th inning of work here as we go into the 6th. And Sully Schober to lead things off, and he's got a pair of walks and a ground out today. Run batted in as well for Sully. Here's the 2-0. Sully adjusts on it, and a little blooper will fall just into the outfield. Right off the dirt of the end of the infield. And Pacelli's got a leadoff base runner here in the 6th. Eric Reinke now his 4th appearance today. Technically 3 because he had a walk in the first. He also has an RBI base hit here today. Reinke lines one into left and just making a snow cone grab on it. In left there was Hintz. 1 down. Now Kelton Hopper's turn with 1 out. 2 RBI base hit in the first and a couple of strikeouts. The only Pacelli hitter to be retired on strikes today. Here's the 1-0 and a high swing and a miss. Chased one upstairs. Just looking at the dimensions of the field, 320 to both corners. Ground ball there for the out. And in center field, it's 350. So this field, in terms of how it compares to Pacelli's, a lot shallower. First pitch swinging here. And that's going to fall for a base hit for Flaker. And rounding third is Schubert, and he is out. A scoreless inning again for Tyler Cluck. It will go down as a base hit for Flaker, but no RBI as the runner is gunned down in Schubert. And that will do it for the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom half. We'll be back. 8-run game here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoff Favor Realty.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point, Plover, and in Weston. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Quick break there. We're back, everybody. Today's game presented by Fleet Farm. No matter where your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. And by the Tomorrow River School District. Great things are happening at the Tomorrow River School District with open enrollment now. Come and join us and join the Falcon family. Are you ready to fly with us? That's the Tomorrow River School District. Evan Hintz, Aiden Wiesa, and Nolan Betker due up here in the bottom of the 6th for Rosholt. The 5, 6, 7 hitters of the order, and Hammerly continues to work with 87 pitches here today. He's getting close to the end of the line. Hintz takes a ball downstairs on the first pitch. See how far Hammerly can get here. Timeout is taken before the pitch. So cancel that one out. He just gets another throw on the house, along with his 89 pitches he is now at. 1-0 the count. Here comes the offer. 1-0. Up in the air and just fading towards the hill. Foul. That's another interesting part about this park. Once you get around 230 or so feet into the outfield there, on that left field side, right down the foul line, you have the hill going up into the park. Which definitely makes those plays a lot more difficult for the fielders. Having to deal with up terrain. 2-2 from Hammerly. And fouled away. Hintz following some of these pitches in different directions, meaning he's catching up to them. Try the 2-2 again. Check swing, and he goes through. He dropped the hammer on him. And Lucas Hammerly has his fifth strikeout here today. And that strikeout presented by the one and the only Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro. #1 service in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. One down here for Aiden Wiesa. Had a base hit in the second when he let off and lined out a sharp line out to second base to Tomas. In the fourth, a big swing and a miss. 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Got a piece of it down the line. What a play. The throw to first. Eric Reinke flashing the leather. He might have got some dirt in his eyes. Quoting Toby Maguire. Rub some dirt in your eye there. 2 down. What a play. And just like that, Hammerly's got a chance to go 6 innings in his day as he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark. 0-1, fouled off by Betker. 100 pitches now. Here it is. And a swing and a miss. Hammerly delivers 2 strikeouts. That was actually pitch number 98 and strikeout number 6 through 6 complete. Here at Brooks Field as the Pacelli hitters coming up will be Braden Flaker, and back to the top with Badoon and Garski due up here on Zaleski Sports, presented by Hoffaver Realty. We'll be right back.
Mega Custom Apparel, your local source for quality, custom decorated clothing and products. Discover a wide range of products from corporate casual wear to team uniforms, promotional items, sporting goods, and awards. Don't settle for less. With our in-house production, we will make your name or event stand out with custom sports jerseys, branded cooler bags, and personalized can coolers. Celebrate team success with custom awards and promotional items. At Meda Custom Apparel, we put your brand first. Explore your options today at medacustom.com.
New pitcher coming into the game here. Bryce Bembenek for Rosholt as we're about to begin very possibly the final inning of this one on Zaleski Sports. Lucas Hammerly in that last inning, 11 pitches and 2 strikeouts, and also delivered that ground out, but what a play by Eric Reinke. in the catcher position on that ground ball, as that ball was just hovering over the foul line. It was an incredible play. So Tyler Cluck, his day is done. 4 innings of work for Cluck and allowing 4 runs. Also adding the hit total for him. Only gave up a couple of hits. But 4 walks. And a hit batter. Rosholt coming off of a 10-13 record in 2024 and lost in the regional. A much greater record to begin the year here at 6-2. Pacelli also 6-2 on the year, coming off of a 3-0 victory yesterday against Adams Friendship. Today's game's presented by Dahl Automotive in Stevens Point, who has over 1,300 vehicles. I was about to say 1,000, which that is also true, but they want more. So they'll offer an extra $500 over book value for your trade-in vehicle. Shop DahlAuto.com for the best selection in the area, or stop in to see them at Dahl Honda just off Stanley Street, or Dahl Chrysler on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. First pitch from Benbenix, a ball outside to Braden Flaker. Actually, we got a new hitter. Owen Hansen in there for Pacelli. Call him Niner. Wearing number 9. Here's the 2-0 from Benbenix. Ball inside. Hansen's first plate appearance coming off the bench here. And he takes ball 4. 4-pitch walk to lead things off, and another leadoff base runner for the Cardinals is aboard in the 7th. And Hansen serves his work as a courtesy runner. We'll go in for him, and it's Flaker back at it, and he's got speed. And Benbenix is not throwing very fast with the fastball. That one's in the zone, though. Badoon probably missing his walk-up music to the plate. 10,000 Reasons. One of his favorite songs. All-time classic. This one got him on the backside. And a beam ball off the bum makes it runners at first and second now. Say that 3 times fast. Beam ball off the bum. Now it's Garski's turn. 3 runs batted in today for Jaden. He is seeing the ball well to begin the year. Runners take off. Throw to third. Flaker is safe. Sounds like the Pacelli dugout's calling that guy Michael Phelps out there as he pulled off the swim move to dodge it. Now runners are in scoring position, and Garski's got himself a chance to have a great day. He already has 3 batted in. way upstairs and inside. Benbenek is in trouble. 3-1, no one out. Looks at third. Taking his time here from the stretch. And it hit him. And it ended up getting just a piece of his jersey. And it actually untucked his jersey. That takes some talent to do that. Another ball. Hammerly with the bases loaded. This is Pacelli's third inning today where they have the bases all juiced up. As the sun goes down, the temperature also does. And the wind's kind of picking up here in Rosholt. 10-2 lead for the Cardinals, looking to add more. Good pick behind the plate by Betker. Saves a run from coming in. Benbenek, though, is looking for an answer. Here he comes. And he cannot find the solution. It's 3-0. Here's the offer. A 4-pitch walk, and it's 11-2. Flaker scores. And we'll see if Coach Hammerschmidt says that's enough. And he does. Benbenek not able to retire a batter. And now Rosholt with a new pitcher in. Being number 3, I don't have him on my roster. Let's check this out here. The struggles today for Rosholt continue, and it's looking like they might fall to 4-2 in conference play. But looking at the conference here, Pittsville undefeated 4-0, Rosholt in second at 4-1 record. Then it's Tri-County and Pacelli tied in that third spot. But what looks like to be a Pacelli win today, that would bring Pacelli into second place in conference play. Today's game presented by Maida. Maida Custom Apparel specializes in providing quality decorated apparel, including from corporate, casual, team uniforms, and promotional items to sporting goods and awards. Find just what you need and what you're looking for, and you'll be looking great. Learn more at madacustom.com. That's Maida Custom. Still looking for the pitcher who is into the game here for Rosholt. I do not have any player stats or any rosters to look at here, so if anybody in the comments knows, fly ball into shallow territory, it gets down, and this is going to score another run for the Cardinals. It's a 12-2 lead. An RBI base hit. And now it's the backups. That was actually Nate Hammerly who was in that leadoff spot to begin the inning. Now this is Owen Hansen. To my correction, Hansen fouls it away. And it was Nathan Reimer with the RBI base hit. The bases remain loaded. This one's popped up. Short for out number 1. Bases remain loaded. And now at the plate is number 14 for the Cardinals in Gus Olszewski. Here's the 0-1 from number 3. Ground ball, just foul. Oh, and 2 here to Gus. Good to see a lot of the players here for Wayne Sankey's team getting some at-bats. And what's the call here? That is maybe the most anticlimactic strikeout I've ever seen in my life. So Gus is down on strikes. And now it's Zach Jaidi with the pencil bat. Representing, trying to bring more tallies on the board. That was out number 3 there, though. But got erased. So the hitters go down for Pacelli. They are able to get a couple more runs, though, here in the 7th. And now it's 12-2 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. And to close things out, looks to be Braden Flaker. Actually, looks to be Tomas. Waymera will close things out here for Pacelli. We'll keep things here with you guys. Already past 6:30 here. And the hitters coming up here for Rosholt. We're going to have some more backups. And I do not have any of the roster names listed for Rosholt. Nothing provided. Eli Summers will be the batter.
Is number 10, Keegan O'Donnell.
And Keegan O'Donnell will be the one on deck. Tomas looking to end things here and bring Pacelli up to a 7-2 record here on the year. Today's game presented by Shuda Funeral Home. Shuda Funeral Services in Stevens Point and Plover is here to help you with all your funeral needs, and with 2 convenient locations and a personal local touch. Let their experienced staff serve your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com. That's shudafuneral.com. Sun really be getting a set here. Temperature's cooling down, but boy, was it a gorgeous day today for some baseball or even just any type of spring activity. I know they have a nice disc golf course over here in Rosholt. Probably would expect some people to get out there and play. Even on the golf courses, people would get out there and play. Beautiful day for it. First pitch in there for a strike for Tomas. Pacelli looking to shut it down here in this long contested matchup. Swing and a miss. Scoreboard out in the outfield says it's 11-2. Thought Pacelli scored 2 runs in that last inning and 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and retired on strikes is Summers. And that is another one of those strikeouts presented by Jamie Winsell at Serve Pro. #1 in cleanup, service, and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. 3 pitches, 1 down. 4th pitch, Tomas just firing strikes. This is Keegan O'Donnell at the plate. And a swing and a miss from O'Donnell. Once again, good to see that these teams are able to have some of their backups get in and get more appearances, and a late swing and a miss. Once again, 3 pitches, 3 strikes from Tomas Imera, excuse me. And now it's the last chance here for Rosholt. Mike stepping up to the box here. First pitch, fires a strike again. How about this for Tomas? It is against the backups right now, but he's on a clinic. Swing and a miss. Rosholt down to their last strike. Pacelli looking to secure 2nd place in conference with Tri-County. Here it comes. Just missed it. The immaculate inning does not happen. And he's getting a bunch of heat now from the dugout. Here's the 1-2. Another miss. That last out's the hardest to get. Looking for one more strike. Mikey battling. Tomas missed it outside. Some good plate discipline here in this at-bat. Full count. Here it is. And a call, strike 3. And the Cardinals go to 7-2 on the year and sit in 2nd place in the conference. Rosholt will fall down a couple of places as they are now 6-3 on the year. And Coach Wayne Sankey continues a great streak to his season as well. So, apparently the final score is 11-2. I thought it was 12. So that is my mistake. but it is final here. Coming up next is our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, get your fresh cheese curds made daily at Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or online at nasonvilledairy.com. We'll be right back.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflatiri, Caffla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Testing, there we go. Alrighty, we're gonna head down there and get an interview with Coach Wayne Sankey and our player of the game here on Zaleski Sports. Oh yeah, who should we get? Who should we get?
Who's talking to
Jaden. Yeah, Jaden did good. We got Jaden Garski joining us in the highlight house.
We're going to go on this side.
Joined by Coach Wayne Sankey. Hey, it's good to see you again here, and congrats to you guys on this win. And everyone was thinking this was going to be a really close game all around, but your guys' bats just really showed up, and discipline was also there today.
Yeah, for sure. You know, yesterday we didn't hit the ball that well, and offense will come and go, and we always say that pitching and defense and base running needs to be consistent and good, and we were, and I give the kids credit for that.
Yeah, and how about our player of the game over here, too, Jaden Garski? A few runs batted in today off of a couple of hits. I mean, for yourself, I mean, you're seeing the ball well. What was it today?
Yeah, all my teammates were just hyping me up, getting me excited, and
I don't. They were getting hits too, so keep it rolling.
Yeah. And Coach, what do you have to say for this guy over here?
You know, at the beginning of the year, we didn't know who we were going to put in that 2 spot. We tried a couple different guys, and we like certain things out of our number 2 hitter, and Jaden definitely has been doing that for this year. And, you know, I'm proud of him, what he's done so far this year, and hopefully we can keep it rolling.
Yeah, I've seen the ball really well and getting a lot of attention from your teammates as well. I bet you guys have a great bond with each other in relationship.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and Coach, back to you, though, here. How about the performance from Lucas today as well? I mean, he was dropping the hammers, 6 strikeouts and in 98 pitches, but how about that last inning? Because I could tell in that last inning you were hoping he could make it through there and you didn't want to put another pitcher in there.
Right. You know, we had the other Hammerly ready to go in the 6th, but, you know, and we wanted to throw Tomas, get him an inning here in the 7th because he hasn't thrown in a while. You know, we got a lot of games coming up yet Thursday and Saturday, but it was nice. Hammer did a fantastic job for us, giving us 6 strong innings and pounding the strike zone.
And now you guys got coming up next, it's, I believe, Tri-County in a couple of days. So I guess this is a question for both of you. I mean, just tell me how you guys are feeling now, a 6-game winning streak riding into that one.
You know, you got the old adage, take it one game at a time. And you got to be good to the people, but, you know, Tri-County's going to come ready to go. They're a good young team, and they're playing better this year, and we got to be ready to go on Thursday.
Always good to have you, Coach. Appreciate you. And then how about you, Jaden, coming up next in that game?
Yeah, our pitcher's just been pitching great. Hopefully they can continue it and back them up. So.
Absolutely. We'll put you in the highlight house. You ready?
Yeah. I'm Jaden Garski, and I'm in the house.
Alrighty, folks, that's going to do it for us here in Rosholt at Brooks Field. Brendan Rutzloff here with you guys. Looking at the final tally sheets, Pacelli 12. I had 12 runs on the board, apparently 11 off of 9 hits against the 2 runs for Rosholt off of 3 hits for them and the 6 strikeouts. It was a great day. Garski got a few runs in as well, but that will do it for us. I am producing, so it will take a while to shut down, but we'll go on mute for just a little bit here, and appreciate all you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time, and have a wonderful night, everybody.